Hi, it's Dallas Piana from DallasPiana.com. I'm coming from you from my living room in Portland, Oregon, and I equip entrepreneurs with marketing strategies to help you grow your business. So today I wanted to just talk about things that I've discovered about successful people. And they all have 6 traits that are very common throughout all successful people. And what are they? Well, the first one is that they keep up with technology, right? They are either innovating or they're keeping abreast with what's happening in technology and using it to their advantage. So, waiting for people to get online now, I want to share a story with you. You probably can relate to this. You remember that company, Blockbuster Video? You know, it was very hot in the early 2000s. And they were all over our communities, right? They were down usually in a shopping area, and on Friday night, my family would all hop into the car, go down to Blockbuster Video, go into the store, and look for entertainment movies for the weekend. And sometimes we'd agree that we're all going to watch one movie together. We'd buy one video. Sometimes we decided, oh, let's get some kids' videos for the kids. But what do my husband and I want to watch? So maybe we pick up 2 videos. But we would go down there. That was like our routine. Every Friday, before dinner, after dinner, we would hop in the car and go down to the video store, Blockbuster. And that was happening every week for years. And then all of a sudden, this company came out of nowhere. What am I talking about? Netflix. Remember Netflix? Netflix at that time said, ooh, let's do it a little differently. Let's get some members, and what we'll do is if you can order online what videos you want, and we'll send them to you in the mail. You remember those little red envelopes that you'd get in the mail, and you get your video for the weekend or for the week or whatever, and then they had a return envelope right there. You didn't even have to pay for postage. You just put the video in the little envelope in your mailbox, and out it went. And you had a queue, right, online where you could say what videos, movies you wanted to see, and you could move them around. You know, oh, we don't want to watch that one this weekend. Let's move it around. This is what we want. And it was really, really convenient, right? So all of a sudden, they were innovative, right? They were ahead of the curve. And they started pulling members away from, or customers away from Blockbuster Video, our local shop, our local entertainment center, to them. And more people were attracted to Netflix because it was more convenient. And then they went a step further. They started to live stream. You didn't even have to go to your mailbox now. Now you can just order on your computer and boom, it pops up on your TV screen. There's no return. It's over. And so what happened over time is Blockbuster saw what was happening. This company was moving ahead, pulling their customers, and they tried to innovate, but they were too slow. And what happened is that they went bankrupt in 2010 because they didn't keep up with the cutting edge of technology, and they lost their customer base. So if we look at successful people online in your industry, you will see that they've moved from a local market to, or your warm market, online to a cold market. Where are people hanging out? Everyone is hanging out online for some amount of time every day. So that's where you have to move your business, is really online. I dropped my paper, hold on. Okay, the second trait that all successful people have is they hustle. Yeah, they hustle. You know, in the beginning when you're building your business, you're hustling, right? Every moment of every day, you are looking at how am I going to build my business? How am I going to attract customers to me? How am I going to build? And you are really just in motion, in action. And the same is true for successful people. They don't stop. They are constantly putting out content to reach an audience, to draw them in, to attract them in. And they're not watching TV, guaranteed. They are constantly making phone calls, networking, putting out content on the internet They are constantly out in front of their targeted market. So that is another common trait that you see of successful people. The third trait is they ask for help. They don't procrastinate. If they hit a wall in their learning curve, they reach out first, probably, like most of us, Google. We looking for answers on Google, or we go to YouTube. How do you do it? Give me a demonstration. Let me look. Let me learn. But they don't let something that they don't know stop them. And if they can't find the answer on Google or YouTube, they reach out to their community where there are other people that are building businesses, and they ask for help. And that's why it's so important when you're building a business. You know, you're a solopreneur, you're working alone to build a business, to get into a community that is of other people building businesses, and that's where you can ask questions quickly. I'm in a community. If I get stuck, I go into my Facebook group of this community. I say, how do I do this? I'm stuck. Or I screen share with them. This is what's happening. And immediately, within 5 minutes, somebody in my community will give me the answer I'm looking for if I haven't been able to find it online through Google or YouTube. Oh, I can't tell you the time saving, because the worst thing to do is to get stuck, don't know something, and not ask for help. There's no movement. You've got to keep moving as you grow your business. And in a moment, I'll share with you how you can find out more about my community. It's for any network marketer. If you're looking to move your business from a warm market, family and friends, to reaching more people online, this is a great community for you as far as training, education, and just resources. Unbelievable. It's not only is it for network marketers, but if you're a coach or a real estate agent or anyone who is a solopreneur out there and you need to reach more people with what your services are, this is an extraordinary marketing training platform that will teach you how to move from a warm market to the internet and start attracting more people in your local community and beyond. Okay, so that's procrastination. Then another trait, number 4, that all successful people do consistently is they invest in themselves. They're always learning something. They're on a webinar. Maybe it's free. They're listening to free information. Maybe they're paying for a training. Maybe they paid $600 for a training and they're going through modules, learning a particular technology or skill that they don't know. So they are ahead of the masses of people. They're out front. If they're not on a training or a webinar, they spend some time reading great books on personal development. So they're expanding their mind, their mindset. How can they be a better person? How can they serve more people? How can they reach more people with what they have to offer? They also invest in seminars and in events. They travel, they go and they network with people, and they find out what is happening now. What can they learn from these events? So they are always learning and educating themselves and investing in themselves. It's so important. Okay, so basically they're not doing it on their own. They're constantly in a state of learning. The 5th trait that all successful people have is they're patient. They're patient. If they implement something that they learn from someone else that says it works, they don't say in 3 days, oh, this doesn't work. This is garbage. I'm not going to do this. No, they give it time. And if over a little bit of time it doesn't work, they reach out to the person they learned from and say, what am I doing wrong? What is wrong in my strategy or my process because I'm not getting results? So they tweak it. Maybe for me, I was a little sloppy in setting up a particular social media structure, platform, and I wasn't getting the results. So I went back to someone who does have results in Twitter marketing, and I said, what am I doing wrong? And she immediately could point out to me what I skipped, what I missed. So I went back to the leader. I found out how to do it more appropriately. I implemented it, and now I'm getting results. So there is definitely a time of patience that you need to have, but you also have to be consistent and constantly put things out there consistently, day after day after day, to start getting results back. And the last trait that all successful people have is a belief. They believe they're on the right path. They believe that what they provide, either a product or a service, out to people is actually, they're on the right track. And they're not going to let anyone get in their way. And there will be people that get in your way when you start your own business. They will doubt you. They may hate you. They may try to sabotage you. But you've got to be strong and know that what you're doing is the right thing for you. Okay? It's belief. And then start incorporating all the other traits as well. So my community, let me just tell you about it. So, I started off, like most people, marketing to my friends and families, my warm market as it's known, and it dried up. And I had the belief that my business, I was going to make it in my business. I'm going to do it. And I started watching leaders in my industry. And I was like, how are they doing it online? How are they doing it online? And I started to watch, where did they get the knowledge? Where did they get the training? How do they know this? This is also new. How do they do this? And there was one common denominator that all these leaders had in common. And I'm talking leaders like Ray Higdon, Diane Huckman, Mark Hulbert, Rob Four, April Marie Tucker, Lisa Torres. I'm like, what is the common denominator that they all have? And they all were trained marketing, internet marketing, how to move your business from your warm market and leap over to reach the masses on the internet. And they did it all through one company. One company that's what they do. Is this company trains network marketers and home business owners or solopreneur how to make the transition from warm to cold market, to start attracting people into you and to provide value back out. So I looked it up and I found this company. It was the one common denominator they all had. And you know what? I joined that company. I became a member. I started to learn what they were teaching. I started to listen to their trainings. I started to listen to their webinars. I started to implement the process that they teach you. And all of a sudden, I now am starting to get leads online. I no longer have to call up my warm market and propose my service or products to anyone in my warm market. I'm actually putting out content out there, and people like what I have and now are coming and knocking on my door. And what does that look like? Their names and phone numbers and emails are coming into my inbox. So, two things. If you want to know more about the community I'm a part of, about this marketing platform, training center, you could private message me and I will definitely, let's get hooked up. Let's talk on phone or let's Skype. I can share my screen with you. You can look at my back office. You can see everything that is provided for you. And you pick and choose what you want to do. You're not going to master it all. You pick one or two things and you master it. That's what I'm doing, and when I'm seeing results. Or Wednesday, which is tomorrow night, they're having a live free webinar. Good friends of Mark and I, Brenda and Ed Zimbardi, are going to be online live, and they're going to show the back office and what this company is all about and how can it serve you to make the transition from marketing locally to your warm market to moving your business online and building online, which is much faster, right? Much faster. So I will leave the link above in the post, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.